If you want financial freedom, stop doing this one thing. Now, if you want financial freedom, you need to stop doing the one thing that is silently killing your progress. And you know what that is? Well, let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you're working hard but never quite getting ahead? Like you're stuck on a treadmill and no matter how fast you run, you're not getting anywhere? If you answered yes, then you're not alone. In fact, 61% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So what's going on here? Well, there's one thing that's holding them back, and it might be holding you back too, and that is spending money you don't have. You see, we're living in a culture that encourages us to spend, spend, spend. Buy now, pay later. Take out a loan, buy that new car, go on that vacation you can't afford. We've been told that if we want something, we should go out and get it. But here's the problem with that way of thinking. You might be able to get the things you want, but at what cost? When you buy things you can't afford, you're sacrificing your financial freedom. You're putting your dreams on hold. You're charging yourself interest for trying to live a life you haven't achieved yet. Let's take buying a car, for example. A new car might look shiny and exciting, but in reality, it's a depreciating asset. As soon as you drive it off the lot, its value starts to go down. On top of that, you'll be paying interest on the loan, which means you'll end up paying more for the car than it's even worth. The same goes for vacations and other material possessions. They might bring you temporary pleasure, but ultimately they're not worth the long-term cost. The truth is that most people have been lied to. They've been sold a false dream of instant gratification and easy credit. But the only thing that's easy is getting into debt. Getting out of debt is a whole other story. So what's the solution? Well, it starts with being honest with yourself about your finances. You need to take control of your spending habits and make sure that you're not buying into the hype of consumerism. Instead, you should focus on building a solid financial foundation. Start with a budget. Track your expenses and know where your money is going. Make sure that you're not spending more than you can afford to and that you're saving for emergencies. This is important because unexpected expenses can derail your financial plans and send you back to square one. Having an emergency fund will give you a safety net to fall back on when life throws you a curveball. And here's another. Stop avoiding investing. Investing is how people get rich. If you keep waiting for the right time to invest in the stock market, ETFs, or real estate, you'll miss out on the power of compounding interest. The earlier you start, the better. Even investing $100 a month in a solid index fund can add up over time. But what about lifestyle inflation? When most people get a raise, they're looking to improve their lives. They want a new car, a bigger apartment, more expensive stuff. But what if you invested the raise instead? What if you continued living below your means and used the extra money to build passive income streams? That's how financial freedom happens, not by spending more, but by taking more control of your time. Speaking of passive income, stop trading all your hours for money. If all your income depends on your presence, you won't be truly free. You need assets that pay you even while you're sleeping. That could be dividend-paying stocks, rental properties, an online business, or even writing a book that sells over time. The goal is to make money work for you, not the other way around. So if you want to achieve financial freedom, stop waiting for luck or a winning lottery ticket. Instead, take charge of your own destiny. Learn about personal finance. Educate yourself on investing. Take calculated risks. Be patient. And above all, stay focused on your long-term goals. Don't let short-term pleasures stand in the way of your success. And finally, stop comparing yourself to others. You're on your own journey, and comparing yourself to others will only distract you from your goals. Everyone's situation is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. So focus on your own path and celebrate your own successes. In conclusion, achieving financial freedom is within your reach. It takes discipline, patience, and a willingness to change your mindset. Stop buying things you can't afford and start investing in your future. By following these tips, you'll be well on your way towards a more secure financial future. So what are you waiting for? Start today and build that life you're after. Because financial freedom isn't just a dream, it's a plan, and you can start right now. If this video was useful to you, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. See you in the next video.